Yes. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the show Ask Me Now. Yes. So, Simon, you were the first to join. So, what queries, what questions you have on Vedic mathematics?
Okay, so since this is my first class, so I don't know much about it. So I just came to know. So what
Okay.
we are
What do
learning?
you do?
I'm a teacher,
Teacher, what subject do you take?
math.
Mathematics. Okay.
Yes,
In Nepal, which place, sir?
in math the uh, Benny, we call it math the Benny,
Okay. Now,
and I'm currently teaching class 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 student.
great. Okay. So, let me ask you a very simple question. Why do students have fear of mathematics?
Uh, I don't know because of the lack of the practice since the junior classes. I think
Okay.
I've been feeling like that when I'm teaching the students. I always see them that uh, they have been lagging in the practice and seen the junior classes, so they lack in senior classes also.
Okay. Now, for example, if I ask you a very simple question is there regarding tables. Now,
Yeah.
every student, he or she is finding difficulty in tables, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So let me ask you a same question. Since you are a math teacher, how
Yeah.
much time do you need to write a table of 89?
Which one?
89.
89.
Yes.
I think it's only one times.
Hey, how much time you need to write
Oh,
this table?
oh 89.
Yes, sir.
For the 89, I want to try like that. Maybe in 1 minute, maybe I can complete it.
87.
Yeah, it's same for the second number, two-digit number. I may take only 1 minute.
Okay. So what would be the format? How would you write?
I simply use the multiplication that we used to.
So that multiplication means cramming. See, now,
Yes, I think
okay.
I
Now
haven't tried the other method.
today I'll give you a very simple method which you have might not tried any time. Correct. Now this
Yes,
is where this is the first fear factor for any growing child. Now when you said lack of practice, I do agree on that point. But what about class 2, class 3, class 4? They do have only addition, subtraction. What is that time the fear? In even in subtraction, now today, what is happening? If you ask your student or any child to go to a market, give him a 100 rupees note, ask him to buy bananas or something for rupees 33.50 paisa, he'll not be able to calculate what return they'll be getting. They get confused in that subtraction even. Yes or no?
yes.
Why is it so? Now we are studying in public schools. We are spending so much on our education system. So where is the lack? I'm not personally. I'm not saying anything. It's you are doing something wrong. It is overall, and overall, it has been experienced that in any country you talk about, maths is such a subject which is always considered as a tough, or people have a fear factor of that subject. Why is it so? Though I don't think it is a tough subject, it is just made up of patterns. As you said, it is just because they are lacking in practice, so they are not able to do. See, it's not like I started with table point, but it's not only tables, it's the confidence they lack in. If you ask about any calculation, now particular, if I talk about your country, if I ask any particular calculation from any student, the answer is, sir, we'll get it done on calculator. Yes. So I think
Yes, sure.
The problem you are facing with 8th, 9th is they are allowed with calculators in the examination hall also. So when they have to do with the calculator, why will they try? Why will they practice? Why will they work on their mental calculation? They have this in their mind, ki yes, we'll be getting a calculator and we don't have to worry about it. This is what I have observed since last 8 months. I'm seen in Nepal, the culture, the way they are approaching towards this subject. Am I right or wrong?
Yes.
See, I'll give you a very big example. Now, today, if I ask you how many telephone numbers you remember, so how many numbers you remember?
I can remember most of my family number.
Okay, and what about 10 years back when you were not having a mobile phone, you were having a landline phone? At that time, how many numbers you were remembering? Lot more.
Yes.
Now, what has happened? See, we all have programmed our brains that our numbers are stored in our address book of our mobile, correct? So that means when you are not using your brain, you're keeping everything one place. So same thing will happen with the students. When they are not using today their brains, if they are dependent on the calculators for all the calculations, a day will come when for calculating 2 plus 2, they'll open up the calculator. Don't you feel think this will happen?
Yes, I have seen most of my students like that.
Yes, right. Now, let me introduce you what is Vedic maths. See, Vedic maths is nothing. It is not a different subject, entirely not a different subject. It is just a different way to do the calculations. Or you can say it is a different approach towards your mathematics. But yes, the way is so simple that it makes calculation faster, simple, and easy. So we generally call it as a magical mathematics. It is considered as a journey of transformation from fear of mathematics to confidence. It's not about learning mathematics only. Vedic maths is not limited to your mathematics. It is an overall development of a person or a personality. When you talk about maths, because students are having the fear from that subject, so first that fear is gone when the confidence is arise. So I told you confidence. See, when a student gets a feeling, yes, I can do. Now, if you have this feeling, yes, I can, who can stop you from doing anything? Sorry. Got my point? So that confidence building is very important. And Vedic maths helps you in that. It is, so you can say it gives you an ability to think in a different manner. Now, since you're teaching class 8th, 9th, there is a topic, there is a chapter called as square roots, cube roots, correct?
Yes.
How do you find a square root? Suppose, let's talk about very simple, and I'll show you how simple Vedic maths is. Now, this is a question 3, 4, 9, 6, 9. How will you find it? Or how do we find?
Most of the time we use calculator.
That is one big thing. Otherwise, okay, let me make it more simple. 1156. I don't have a calculator. Then what is the way? What is the way to approach? Kalani, you are from?
Hyderabad, sir.
Okay. Yes, Kalani. So how you might be knowing this or not?
No, sir.
Okay, I'll give you a very easy way today to do. Umesh. Now, generally what we teach or what we do is we find the factors. So factors means you'll start dividing by 2 or 3 or 5 with the prime numbers. How difficult it becomes. Okay, let it be 4 number. You can even think of it. I'll give you, now I'll show you how powerful Vedic maths is. Now, we find this with the sutra called Vilokanam. Vilokanam. You know what is the meaning? The meaning is by mere observation. Means just by the observation, you can tell what is the square root of this number. Can you believe this? Yes? No. Okay. Let me show you. Okay. Now this you might be knowing. 1 square is 1. 2 square is 4. 3 square is 9. 4 square is 16. 5 square is 25. 6 square is 36. 7 square is 49. 8 square is 64. 9 square is 81. And 10 square is 100. So in order to find squares of bigger numbers, this table is very important. Also, it is important to find square roots. So it is essential that you know squares of first 10 digits, then nothing is difficult. Correct? So can you remember these one?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now just observe. The number is ending with 1. Here also number is ending with 1. That means if a number is ending with 1, it must be the square of either 1 or 9 number at the unit place. Correct. Now here I ask you a question 1156. Very simple. We divide it into 2 parts, 56. I'll just observe right hand side, sorry. It is ending with 6. Which number is ending with 6? Either 4 square or 6 square. So my answer is, since it is 2 parts, since it has 2 parts, so my answer is into 2 digit. Very first thing. And what are the digits? Either it should end with 4 or it should end with 6. So this is probability first. Second thing, second step. I observe now right hand side. Sorry, left hand side. This is 11. Now where does 11 come? 11 comes somewhere here, 9 and 16. So that means it is between 3 square and 4 square. So my answer is either 34 or 36. Third step. Now, how to finalize which is the number? 3 and 4. If I multiply, it gives me 12. But my number is 11. That is less than 12. So that means I will select the lower side. So 34 is my answer. Now tell me one thing. 1156. I said 34 is my answer. If you would have thought with the help of factors, so what you would have done? 2 into 2. Now it's very difficult to believe that next number will be 17. Can you think? Yes, Kalani.
Yes, sir.
That is where we fail. That is the reason students are avoiding square roots, cube roots. because it becomes very difficult to find factors. And with the help of Vedic maths, it's just mere observation. I'll give you one example more, then I think you'll be clear. 3, 4, 9, 6, 9. Now see, first number, 9. Now since it is ending with 9, so that means it should be, now 3 square is 9 and 7 square is 49. Correct? So either my answer is 3 or 7. This is first step. Second, 349. Now where does 349 lies? I need to understand this. That 20 square is 400. This I know. 10 square is 100. This also I know. Correct? So that means 349 is somewhere less. Let me try 18 square. So what is 18 square? 3, 2, 4. What is 19 square? 3, 6, 1. So that means my answer is between 18 square and 19. So this, I always take a lower side. My answer should be 183 or 187. Now, which is the final answer among these two? I multiply 18 and 19. What is 18 multiplied by 19? Yes, Umesh, what is 18 into 19? It is 3, 4, 2. My answer again, see 349 is bigger than 342. So now I will select the bigger one. 187 is the answer for, or square root for 34969. Yes, Simon Roy, did you understand?
Yes, sir.
Now, have we done like this anytime before?
Never.
That is the point, because, and this makes so simple. You just need to remember that table, and I hope everybody can remember this. The first 10 numbers. And with the help of that, you can find square roots of any perfect square. So why I discuss this topic, because it is very important in case of 8th and 9th class. Yes, Kalani, do you have any questions, any queries?
No, sir. But we need like 18 into 18. There is any simple way to do that?
Yes, 18 into 18. Now see, 18 into 18, if I talk about Vedic maths, there are so many ways. 18 square means, I'll give you, I have 13 ways to solve this. Very simple is, 1 square, what is the square of 1?
1.
0, 1. I should write in 2 digits. 8 square, 64. 1 into 8 into 2, 16. So the answer is 3, 2, 4 on adding. This is one method. Another method is a square, 2ab, b square. Again, a square means 1, 2ab means 16, and b square means 64. Now you are not clear about this fact. Balancing line. This is a balancing line. I think you have registered for tomorrow's workshop, right?
Yes, sir.
Tomorrow you'll be learning regarding this balancing line, and day after tomorrow you'll be doing 3 methods for finding squares, and then there would be no problem at all left, because that will clear all your concepts of squares.
Okay, sir.
Correct. So 6 and 6, why? Now this works on the principle of place value, that at every position you can have 1 digit, right? So there are so many ways to solve this. I'll give you 3 ways tomorrow, day after tomorrow on Sunday. Tomorrow we'll be starting with tables, we'll be starting with multiplication. And on Sunday, we'll be having scaling, cubing, and how to launch your classes. Right. Yes. So any other question you have? Yes, Simon. Any
No,
other?
sir, there's no questions.
Have you registered for the workshop?
No, sir.
Okay. So you can contact Mr. Umesh, or so which school you are from?
My school name, West Point.
Okay. So I'll just share you my WhatsApp number in the chat. You can send me a hi. I'll share you the details of the workshop. It is scheduled for tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Tomorrow it is 2:15 Nepal time. It would be 5 approx. It is see, on officially it is 4 p.m. 4:15, but it goes for 3 hours, and same Saturday and Sundays. Right. So I'm just sharing you my WhatsApp number, or you can share yours. So Mr. Umesh, he's our representative from Nepal, so he'll contact you. Yes, Kalyani. Any other question you have now? So Kalyani, what you have done till now?
I'm just a homemaker, sir. I didn't do anything.
Okay. What about
Just,
what is your basic qualification?
I'm a BCom graduate, sir.
Then no issues. You have already done mathematics. There is no problem
But
at all.
I lost contact because of after my marriage, I didn't do anything.
No
So
issues.
I taught my kids. That's it.
No issues. This is the very good opportunity, at least in India. Yes, Nepal, they will be following us. But in India, because of National Education Policy 2020, this is going to be implemented in every school. So a time will come that we will not be having teachers. Till today also, if you talk about, we don't have enough trainers to train the teachers. Right. So
Yeah.
just now, before Basanta sir was there, he was asking for the same. Umesh sir, please contact Basanta sir. He asked me for a live session in Kathmandu school. Right. So contact in the morning. I think he lost the connection now. He just
Sir,
asked
when
me.
will be the actual classes will start, sir?
So one batch is starting on 2nd of December. So
may I join that, sir?
you can join. If you register for that, you can join.
Okay. After this workshop,
tomorrow we'll do workshop. Then you can join.
Okay, sir.
Then you can register. You'll be getting one set of books also.
Okay, sir.
Right. Yes, Simone. Umesh, do you have any questions? You have very less people today. You can ask any.
I have sent you the message in the WhatsApp, sir.
WhatsApp. Just yes, let me check. Okay, this is your number.
Yes, sir.
Simone Rai. Okay, I'll just save it. Okay, yes, sir. Yes, any other question? See, now take the opportunity. Today people are less, so you can ask anything.
Sir, for this, we need a lot of practice, sir.
See, not lot of practice. Only thing is willingness. Because try to understand one thing. What is Vedic maths? Vedic maths is not a different subject. It is a faster way to do maths. Now, let me tell you the topics. First is like tables. Now, tables you have already done. You already know. But the problem is you don't have confidence. You or any student, they don't have confidence. If you ask today's students, they'll say, we know only up till 12 or 16. What is that? And if you remember at your time, you used to get trash from the teachers because that time you were supposed to narrate the tables in the front of class. Yaad hai wo time?
Yes, sir.
So what happened? Now that means we are lacking in that confidence. So what will happen with Vedic maths? That tables would be as easy as ABC. So writing any table would be very easy. Now we have two methods to write the tables. Suppose I give you a table of 87. You'll say 87 into 1, 87. 87 into 2, 174. 87 into 3, then you need to cram it. Or what you'll do, you'll ask the student to add every time. 4, 174. Then 87, 1, 6, 2. Now what is happening? You are again and again, there are multiple carryovers. And a student is always confused in these multiple carryovers. But I'll give you a system, I'll give you a method that would be so easy, which is not in our books. But it will make your calculations much easier. And the confidence you'll be getting. Similarly, if I ask you what is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into 11, 5-digit multiplication into 11. Today you are not able to answer, but within half an hour of understanding the concepts, it would be 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 5. So what is coming? That confidence is coming in your life. Once that confidence is achieved, once you feel that, yes, I can do everything, then what is maths or what is English or what is any other subject or what is any situation in your life? So basically, Vedic maths is not only a study, not only a subject, it is a life-changing process. V stands for visual ability. So what does it improve? Your visual ability. Everything you'll be trying to find deep inside the numbers. You will try to visualize those numbers or find the reason behind it. And L, logic. So these three things improve in your life. You can come across any situation. You can face any situation in your life. That is why so much of research is going on this subject. Why people are opting this subject. Why people are talking about this subject. It's not only that it has been made mandatory. Think beyond it. Why it has been made mandatory today? Because the necessity was felt. We are moving towards machines and we have stopped using our brains. Remember those days in the Gurukul era. Were we using any calculators or any machines or any pen, pencil? Everything was mental calculations. We used to remember everything. We used to do calculations like this only. Now, we need calculators. We need mobiles to remember the phone numbers. So it works on that. It works on your brain, right? So that is, so I was telling about the topics. Then comes your addition, subtraction. Now, you will be very amazed. In subtraction, we don't have borrow system. Can you think subtraction without borrow? Yes, it works on a simple principle. All from 9 and last from 10. And your calculations are done. This is the most important topic. All money transactions are carried out with the help of this. Then comes multiplication, division, divisibility, square roots, cube roots, and like this, calendars. So many topics are there, but it is not different. Got it, Kalani? So whatever we'll be covering, that you have already done, but you have done in a different manner. And this is much faster, simpler, and easier.
Sir, for kids like first grade and second
Not
grade.
first grade. Third,
kids.
ideally we should start from class third.
Okay, sir.
Why? I'll tell you the reason also. See, because it is not a different subject, it is your mathematics. So what is the minimum eligibility? Minimum eligibility is they should not know single digit addition. So every student or a teacher or a principal, anybody who, so they should know single digit addition. Second, they should have a thorough knowledge of tables up till 8. So these are the two eligibilities. So a class 1 student is not having this knowledge. So once they are into third, then we can implement. So, so many schools have already implemented my books from class 3rd onwards, even in Nepal, even in India, both the places. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Any other question?
So, sir, from tomorrow, we're only going to have the workshop for 2 or 3 days.
See, a workshop, I'll tell you the schedules. See, to learn anything in life, there are always 3 steps. Now, the first step is known as clearance of your doubts. Now, this session, it is held every Tuesday and Thursday. But yesterday I was not available, so it was postponed to today. So every Tuesday and Thursday, we have a session called as Ask Me Now, right? Where I clear the doubts on Vedic mathematics. Second is, because when you have to learn something, you first want to know how the teacher will be teaching you, how the system works, or is it useful for you or not? So that you can always know by going for a crash course, by going for a workshop, by going for a small modules of that subject. So we have 2 days workshop every Saturday and Sunday. Right. So that is the workshop. It is 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. officially, but it always go up till 5 p.m. Right. So in Nepal, it would be 2:15. Then comes the classes. So batches, we have 2 kinds of batches, that is weekend or weekdays. So weekend means only Saturdays and Sundays. Weekdays means Monday, Wednesday, and Friday batch. Right. So we have slots for that. That is morning 9:30 to 11:30, evening 6 to 8, or 9 to 11 p.m. So today, because it was just an adjustment, so that's why I'm taking this. Right. So first option is always you should go for a small, first clear your doubts and then go for a small workshop so that you don't face any difficulty. Clear?
So, yeah, I understand most of the things, but so the topic we will be studying is just arithmetic topics.
See, arithmetic is more important. If you want to, no,
Yeah.
algebra is also there. Algebra is there in the classes. Tomorrow we cannot. See, now I'll tell you, what does Vedic maths helps? No, I think your doubts. Arithmetic is one, but this is the most important. Then comes your algebra. Then comes your trigonometry. Then comes your geometry. Then comes your conics. Then comes your calculus. And even organic chemistry. All these
So
things. Yeah, tell me.
for the classes, we have to take the class, yes, sir? Weekdays or weekends? And how much time do we need to complete these all?
No, we will be covering only arithmetic and algebra.
No, for the third step, for the classes.
Third step, we'll be covering arithmetic and algebra in 6 classes. I'll just share you all the details right away, or I'll share number of Mr. Umesh to you because he'll be guiding you. Mr. Umesh, please RP. So he'll be guiding in your local language. I'll just.
Sure, sir. I will call him in the morning.
So I'm sharing your number to him and his number to you.
Okay.
I'll be sharing. I'll send
Okay.
all the details. Correct. Now, what is happening is, it takes around 12 weeks to learn arithmetic and algebra. Now, what is trigonometry? Try to understand. Trigonometry, the formulas won't change. There will not be any sutras involved. The only thing would be the calculations have to be simple. So once you are clear with the concepts of arithmetic, you know algebra. Now, if I give you this question, just a simple question giving you. Now, to solve this, you need to multiply 3x cube with all these 4. So 16 factors you'll be getting. Then you'll be rearranging the factors. Correct?
Yes.
So that means you'll take around 4 to 5 lines to write this. And this is where, now, this is not a difficult thing, but every student makes a silly mistake. Silly mistake, I would say, in this algebra. Correct?
Yes, sir.
But in Vedic maths, we can solve this in 1 line. Only 1 line. But now this is multiplication. So we need to understand first arithmetic multiplication. So focus is always on arithmetics. Once arithmetics is clear, algebra, trigonometry, or geometry, it is just an application. It is just which you can learn by just repetition. Correct? So focus would be always on arithmetics. Like, for example, in addition, we have 3 different ways to add. In subtraction, we have 3 different methods. In multiplication, we have 2 general techniques and 5 specific techniques. In finding the squares, we have 13 methods. It's not that you have to find by 13 methods. It is you have the freedom to decide whatever you want to use. It becomes so simple, so easy. In cubes, you have 5 methods. So this is the reason why focus is given on arithmetics first. And then once arithmetics is clear, algebra becomes so simple. The equations, the linear equation which you solve by elimination, here again you can solve by just observation. I can give you one example. Okay, since you are a math teacher, it would be very good to discuss also, and it becomes, I'll just show you. Okay, I'm giving you one question. Yes, sir. Can you tell me how to solve this? This is linear equations in 3 variables. Yes, Mr. Simone or Kalani.
Sir, I don't have any idea, sir.
Yeah, at least.
Sir, now this algebra and arithmetic, I lost contact and I don't know. Right now, if you teach me, can I understand, sir?
No, not. I'll give you the answer right now. Yes, Simone. How will you solve? Because you are currently a teacher. She's not into right now working.
Yes, but I'm also having a problem to solve a little fast way.
Leave it, leave it. Now, let me see. Definitely what we do is we eliminate, we'll solve these 2, then third, correct? This is the only way. Now, you know, in Vedic maths, what we do? We observe. Now, if you observe these 3, they are in ratio of 2, 3, 5. And these are also in the ratio of 2, 3, 5. X is in ratio of this 2, ratio 3, ratio 5. Correct? Here also 2, 3, 5. If X is in ratio with the independent terms, this and this is 0. Y is equal to Z is equal to 0. This is known as Sunyam Sutra. So once you know Y and Z are 0, X you can find easily. This is, now this was observation which we were not aware in normal mathematics. Okay, I'll make it 2 digits. I'll change it. I'll make it this. Now these equations you solve like, I'll tell you how we solve right now. 2, 3. So what we generally do, we try to make it common. So you multiply this by 3 and this by 2, correct? You make it 6x plus 9y is equal to 12. 6x plus 2y is equal to 12. Then we subtract and we make 7y is equal to 0. So y is equal to 0. Correct? And then we find the value of x. So we use elimination method. But in Vedic maths, it's very clear from here itself. Observe, it is in the ratio 2:3. It is in the ratio 2:3. So if one is in ratio with the independent term, other is 0. So y is equal to 0. Finish. On just observation, you can say. So there are so simple ways to solve the algebra, which is considered as the toughest thing, in which we fail, in which we... So anything you talk about, now you are a maths teacher. Can you tell me the divisibility by 7? Divisibility by 13, divisibility by 19, divisibility by 23, divisibility by 29, 31, 34, 37, sorry, 34. Because we don't have. There is no answer to this in normal mathematics. But yes, we can solve this with the help of Vedic maths. Right. So all these things we'll be learning in this details. I'll be sharing you first the depth, the books and all. You just go through it once and then we can work on it. Right. So one batch I am going to start on 2nd of December. Right. Yes. Any other question, Kalani?
Now, in the teacher training course, this algebra and arithmetic, calculus, everything will be included.
Not calculus, not everything.
Okay.
Arithmetic and algebra would be covered.
Oh, okay, sir.
Second is advanced. Advanced, you don't need it because people don't go up till that. See, I can train you. Since I'm also associated with, I'm a director of Vedic mathematics at Madhav University.
Mm-hmm.
We are also offering diploma, certificate, diploma and PG diplomas. We are offering, I'm going to teach there. But in general routine, you don't need that. You don't need calculus. You don't need trigonometry to be learned because that takes only 2 to 3 classes. But will we use it? What is the maximum usage? The maximum usage is your arithmetic, your algebra, and a bit of, okay, trigonometry, yes, triplets and all.
Okay. Sir,
Yes.
now I don't know, I forgot everything.
Not to worry. You don't need to understand. Remember.
If you teach me, can I catch it, or do I need to work before the class?
Whatever topics we'll be covering, that does not need any understanding. Only 2 things you should know. Tables up till 8 and single digit addition. If you know that, you are most welcome. Otherwise, sorry.
I know that, sir.
Nothing to worry about it. Right. So this is
okay, sir.
Right. Yes, Simon, any other question you have?
No, sir.
Chalo, then we'll close this session. Right. Yes, Kalani. So it was nice talking to both of you. And Umesh sir will talk to you in the morning. I think next session we'll be having on Tuesday only. Right, sir?
Sir, like after workshop, will you send that, sir? At training for teacher training.
We will discuss on Sunday. Not an issue.
Okay, sir.
Yes. Right. Sure. Okay then. Thank you. Good night. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir.